Good evening and welcome back to Survival Sealab. I'm Odi Operandus. Behind me you can see our conquering trophies we received from defeating 3 of the Twilight Forest bosses and the rewards they dropped. Pretty cool. Anyways, on today's episode we're going to take another look around the Sealab, see what's been broken since we left, and then we're going to add a new building onto the Sealab. Should be pretty cool. Let's get going. Alright, as I mentioned, look at these things. This is fantastic. We got the Lich drops here. We have his armor that he dropped, and then, oh man, I can't believe how good this Urgas trophy looks. I had no idea that it had the tentacles and everything. It looks fantastic. And then, of course, the Hydro trophy. We really need to get 3 of them to do him justice, but what'll suffice for now, I guess. And we got his fiery blood below him, and some tasty Hydro chops, of course. Anyways, since we've been gone, a couple things that got broken here we have to take a look at today. A little putting out of fires, so to speak. Let's take a look around here quick. Oh yeah, over here. Something happened over here with our lava. This is usually full of lava, and we had a system in the Nether to pump it for us, an endothermic pump, and it is not working. So we're going to head to the Nether and see if we can straighten that bad boy out. Maybe the endothermic pump ran out of range, perhaps? I think it's possible that maybe it filled up the whole thing and maybe we just need to move it over. Could be as simple as that. Who knows? Let's go take a look and see what broke. Oh god. No! We are stuck here now. That was my only portal, and that creeper just blew it up. And now we're trapped. Oh, thank god. Oh god. Our portal is still here. Good. Oh man, I really gotta bring a flint and steel with me. It wouldn't be the end of the world. We do have a couple of linking books with us. I'm sure we can get home using those. But yeah, I would rather not. This is a bit of a problem. This thing is terrible as far as coming through these portals. I think we do need a linking book set up for the Nether here now because we're getting so many problems of creepers and such exploding our portals and coming through our area. We could just shut these portals down if we set up some nice Twilight Forest linking books. So I think we're going to work on that. But for today, we need to take a look and see why this endothermic pump is not working. So let's see here quick. It is full of lava. So maybe it is working. Maybe it just glitched because we hadn't been in the Nether in a while, and it stopped loading because we went to the Twilight Forest, and so it had a different dimension loaded, and it stopped. Let's go take a look back at our Sealab and see if it fixed the problem, just visiting it. All right, so we're back. We're back in the Sealab, and let's go take a look and see if our tanks have fixed themselves. They have. All right, so that was not even a crisis whatsoever. That got taken care of pretty easily. The main thing we want to do, though, as I mentioned, we probably should set up some portal, books, or set up some Mystcraft linking books to get around the Nether and back and that kind of thing. Our quarry is working quite well, the desert biome quarry, but we can do something even better. Now that we have a Mystcraft crystal, let's see here quick. This thing works nicely for building portals to different areas. So let's see if there's a crystal. Did I make a crystal book thing? Here we go. Yes, I did. Okay, so the book receptacle. All we need to do is build a makeshift portal with this, and let's just put it here temporarily, just to demonstrate here. We can make it as big or as little as we want. I don't think it needs to be very big at all. We can just make it like that even. And then we put a book receptacle on it. And let's say we want to go back to the Twilight Forest. I have a book for that in my pack here. Hopefully I have a book to get home. I do. Okay, good. All right, so we take this book, pop into here, and bam, it's taking us to the Twilight Forest. So let's hop in. And look at that. It takes us right to our Urgas home in the Twilight Forest. Fantastic. Now, if we could set something up like that for the Nether, we wouldn't have to worry about, creepers blowing it up or anything like that because the portal side of things would be on our end, and these can be changed out, moved around, whatever you want to do. So it might be cool to set up a thing, and that's actually what my plan for the new building is going to be. I'm going to kind of make it a cool little, hub where it'll have lots of different portals like that sitting around where I can jump to the different dimensions I've visited and different points that I want to get to back to easily. And it'll be a nice little hub area. I think that's what I'm going to plan for it. It's going to be a very, very limited use, I think, is the only issue with that. But it should be pretty cool. I have some ideas of what I want to do for it, and I think it'll turn out really neat. So let's build a new building, a hub building for Mystcraft stuff. So for this building, I knew I wanted another dome shape. I know I used it in the past, and it's right next to the other dome, but I wanted to go with a dome shape again here. And this time I wanted to include a lot more color. When we went to the Twilight Forest, we found those Aurora blocks, and I wanted to incorporate those, as well as the Opal blocks from Geostrata. So I laid out a circle pattern here. It's about 31 by 31, if I remember correctly. And the base is just stone brick for now, but that'll change in the future. And then white stone brick is what I've used for the main solid portion of it. And then rather than having just a pure circle dome, I wanted to have some triangular spires coming off from the cardinal directions from it. So I laid out some triangles and then began to work on what I wanted the spires to look like. For the spires, it took a little work to get the exact proportions I wanted here, but I wanted kind of an obelisk shape or a half obelisk shape. So I had to do a little bit of work and thin it out afterwards. And it ended up looking like this. A nice narrow spire topped with some Aurora blocks to give it a cool translucent feel and kind of a mystical feel to it. Something magical about it. So once I had the basic shape laid out and I knew what I wanted to do with the Aurora blocks, I laid out the other 4 pillars here, as you can see. And then I went to work on the shape for the dome. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do with this when I started. And I started doing the shape for just off the top of my head using circles. And then I realized it would be way too complicated, so I decided to switch to using the Open Blocks building guide. Unfortunately, this does obscure your vision of the rest of the build though, so I had to skip ahead here, but mostly it was just laying down of glass and laying down of white stone brick. So because of the obscured vision, I'm just going to skip to where it's all completed here. I used different color stained glass, Aurora blocks, and Opal blocks. And the end result should be pretty cool. But because it's so watery in here, I can't really see what it looks like until we drain the building. Alright, so this is an interesting build because I have no idea what this is going to look like when it's all done. I'm using colored glass, I'm using sky blocks up top. This is a pretty insane build for me. I have no idea how it's going to turn out, so we'll see here. The mechanized sponge is powering up. It is close. It's closing in. Here it comes. Moment of truth. It's got the power. There it goes. Oh my god. This is something interesting. I put in sky blocks up top. I'm not sure if I'm in love with it or not yet, but I do enjoy the colors. All right, so now I'm gonna work on the interior here of our new building. All right, so I laid down some grass, and then I wanted to put in a cool pattern in the middle of the room here. I did some searching online and found a really cool star pattern I wanted to use, and I alternated Opal blocks and Aurora blocks to create this cool effect. And then I was going to lay grass down in between so I can plant down trees and some grass and have it be kind of a natural setting with a very kind of magical feel to it. Because it is our entranceway to the Twilight Forest after all, the Nether, lots of different kind of magical places. So I thought it'd be cool to have a very different kind of feel to the rest of the Sealab. So with the pattern in, the grass down, all that remained was to put in the portals. So I laid down 3 portals and then one at the center of the room, which will serve as my gateways to other dimensions. I wasn't too sure about the sky block on top here. At daytime it looks just black and gray, but during night it looks amazing. You can see the moon, you can see the stars, it looks really cool. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it or not, but that's the build. Anyways, now you're getting a flyover of the new building here. Looks really cool, it came together quite nicely, I'm quite happy with it. Looks pretty good. And there it is, the new building, our dimensional gateway, our hub world. We're gonna do so much cool stuff with this. I have some plans in the works to make this even better in the future, so I can't wait to get going on that. Alright, so I put some final touches on it. Let's go take a look at it. I did a little bit of work on the entranceway here. It's a little bit rainbowy, that's okay though. Don't mind it at all. And this is our new hub world, I'm guessing, our hub building. Has links to all the different Mystcraft ages I've created throughout the times here. I can switch these out as needed. I have my path to the Nether all created now so I can get there safely and easily. And our path back to like the Twilight Forest and that kind of thing, and the quarry and all that stuff. So pretty cool, it turned out pretty nice. I like it quite a bit actually. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Survival Sealab. If you did, please let me know in the comments or via likes, and I'll see you guys back next time for more. Have a good night.